to lose her account. They'll end your show. Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the Brooklyn, to the morning brew, the morning brew. Welcome. Uh-oh, now it's echo. You gotta turn the volume down. You know the volume? That's that thing with the letter V. Welcome to all our friends. You got it. This show is brought to you by the letter V. Yes, I know.
Why V?
She almost walked in front of the camera. This is what I have you use the studio after a while. I want to welcome everybody. Good morning. We are in Studio A this morning, bringing you live and uncensored. And when I tell you uncensored, I'm telling you, you should have seen what happened before on the air.
But I did it with ever so much grace, I must say.
My co-host took a tumble. You okay? You hurt your shoulder?
I'm okay.
I'll hear about that all day today.
I'm okay. You will not hear a word anymore, my friend.
This is what happens when you get a little older. Things start to fall apart on your ribs.
Is that what happened? No, I fell out of the chair is what happened. I
never
went to move a pillow because I sit on two to make me somewhat your size on screen. So I sit on two pillows.
It's all my fault.
Because one went flat, and I went to move one, and the chair on wheels, like they say, never stand on a chair with wheels. Maybe don't sit on a chair with wheels either, because it went whoop right out from under me. And in your mind, you start thinking, how do I gracefully fall in a dress?
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, it's only the girls in here, so we're good if my dress hikes up. Slick wasn't in here. If I scream, you're going to laugh at me. So no, don't scream either. You got to go down with grace. And if you say anything, he's going to laugh and go, see, I told you so. So you say nothing, and you just sit, you let yourself fall. And you get up and you kind of brush it off and you keep going. So good morning to you.
Well, the funny thing is that when you were falling, you went like you knew you were going, and then you fell back slow motion.
I had to catch myself carefully because it was a matter of how do you not get hurt when you fall.
And you have to be careful.
So at least it wasn't from a high level. It was only from my chair height. And at least I had a long dress on today. That's all I can say.
You're lucky you didn't crack your head. The funny thing about all of this is...
Amy Reshevsky's painting saved me.
The funny thing about all of this is that you decided to sit on two pillows. So the two pillows were higher than the chair. And then after all of this, ladies and gentlemen, she
went back on
decides
two
to
pillows.
do it again. So that's why I told Slick, come in here and bring your camera because it's going to be, I'm falling and I can't get up part two.
Because nobody knows I sit on two pillows. But now the cat's out of the bag. I don't know why, but I just feel I have to be a little bit higher off the table. And then there's Val, who sits underneath the table. You're the same height as me, but you like to sit, she gets these handles under the table.
Yes, I know. I'm the one, my spine is in revolt because every chair. She
raised it yesterday before she left for you.
I got a black and blue on the bottom of my back because every chair you sit, it's on the floor.
Because I like to sit very close to the table.
Is that what
get
it
a
is?
microphone
She
so
likes
that-
to sit close to the
get a
table.
microphone
So
so
we
that we
find
can
that
chastise
the
you in
arms,
public.
she scoots in and she sits them down on the floor. It's hilarious. You'd think she was like 6 feet tall with long legs. Well, I guess if you had long legs, you would be taller, higher from the table.
No, and everywhere she goes, like yesterday she was working with us and she sat on the stage. She sits on the floor.
She's cute, right?
And I'm looking down. And I says, that's why the chairs are all on the floor, because she's always on the floor. Which brings me to a very interesting point, now that you brought up today's topic.
Of me sitting on a pillow or
No,
sitting
what
on the
is the
floor?
most embarrassing moment you've ever had in your life? That one time that you've never forgotten because it was so humiliating.
Today probably wasn't it. I'm sure I have more that were much more humiliating.
Think about it. You don't have a humiliating.
I do.
You do?
Actually, I do, and I still feel badly about it to this day.
What is it?
When I was living in the dorms in college, we had suite mates, and we shared, because I didn't do hallway bathrooms back then. I pretty much don't do hallway bathrooms now either. So it was 2 dorm rooms to a bathroom. So you had 4 girls to a bathroom, right? Good odds.
Okay.
So I walked across the bathroom and I said something to one of my suite mates about her roommate, and her roommate was there. And to this day, I felt really, really badly about it. So that was probably one of those things.
So you talk bad about your roommate,
About
And-
her roommate, and she was there.
and she was in the room?
Yeah. Like hiding under the bed, or, like under the covers or something. You walk into a room and I go, in your room, and blah, 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 blah. And I looked over and there was nothing you could do except nothing you could do. That was, the joys of being 18 and not so smart with what you say.
That's the most humiliating thing that ever happened
Yeah.
to you?
I hurt somebody's feelings.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The fall was more humiliating.
Why? That's kind of
Because it happened
expected.
to you. Talking about
Isn't that
somebody-
kind of expected? Well, I fall all the time here.
What about you? Let's open up mic 4 and let's find out what is Teddy Unscripted's most humiliating fact.
It wasn't humiliating for me. It was just something really embarrassing that happened. That was like secondhand embarrassment. I was in college, and my roommate and I didn't really get along, and she never locked the door. And I walked in one day, and I found she and her girlfriend were doing things that I never wanted to see in my life.
You can't unsee that, right?
Did
and
they know
so-
that you were watching them?
Well, I walked in because I didn't know that they were doing anything. I went to go get my computer for class, and they just didn't stop. And my desk was right next to their bed, and I had to get my computer for class, or else I couldn't go to my class. And I had to go to class, and it was right next to their bed. And they didn't stop.
And even though you walked in, they didn't stop?
Yeah. And then I texted her and I said, "Hey, I need you to lock the door." That was horrifying. And then it happened again because she didn't lock the door. And at that point,
You
I
don't
started
put
throwing
you don't
stuff
put
at
like a
them.
napkin
Are
or
you guys
something?
still
Do
friends?
anything. Oh no, we weren't friends in the first place. We didn't get along in the first place, so I think she was doing it to, I don't know, get at me or something.
So that's the thing about roommate. Did you go to college and have a roommate? You stayed home. Slick, you? Did you get along with your roommates?
No, not at all.
So why do they make us have roommates in college? Because they think it's going to expand your social outlook and you're actually going to enjoy being with someone you don't
It all
like.
depends on the guy because I know when me and my roommate spat, I tend to stay to myself and they're like, okay, we're not gonna mess with you, guy, or we're not gonna invite you out, or we're not gonna try to see if we can mess up what's going on because I know my roommates. My mom's kind of taught me how to clean up after myself. My roommates never wanted to clean after themselves, so.
I was gonna say I had some really great roommates. I just had one really bad one, two really bad ones.
But I feel like our dynamic was we never really sat down and talked. Basically, my roommates kind of felt the energy and said, "Okay, we'll just act accordingly."
Just act accordingly.
Yeah.
What was your most embarrassing experience?
I would have to say it's grade school. I think around I'd say 2nd or 3rd grade. They kind of put me on the fence because I was being a bad child, and
They literally put you on the fence?
they literally put me
Like
on the
with your
fence.
underwear?
As in a timeout, basically.
They
But
hung you on the fence?
Yeah, basically, they have all the bad kids or
Who
the
did
kids
that to
What
you?
kind of fence? A
It was
pole or a picket fence?
Crest Haven Elementary School. Yeah, it's kind of like a fence, like a
chain link fence?
Chain link fence. Yeah. So
Shouldn't have
basically,
Chain link fence. They set you in a chain link fence.
They hung you in
Seriously.
your clothes on the chain link fence?
no, but it's get worse. It's kind of their basic version of timeout for kids that are being bad or such and such being a problem. But I had to use the bathroom at the time.
So hold on.
This is a very long story with the mask on.
So hold on. So we have you in the 3rd grade being a bad kid, and they put
Yeah.
you on a chain link fence.
Chain link fence, and I had to use the bathroom at the time, but I didn't tell anybody I had to use the bathroom. And the fact that I'm going to
Oh,
to stand on
no.
timeout, I kind of peed. I did pee on myself.
You peed on your fence.
So it started
when you were on
dark.
this chain link fence.
It started dark.
How long
and
did they keep you on the fence?
I don't know, probably I would say 15 to 20 minutes
That's
because
gotta be
it was
child
during
abuse.
recess. It was during
You were in the
recess.
3rd grade, and they kept
3rd
you on the
grade.
fence for 15 to 20 minutes.
Isn't that like-
school?
It had to be grade school. Yeah, it
School?
was grade
Did your
school,
mom
so.
report them for abuse or anything?
My mom didn't. My mom was the one. She's coming from the Caribbean, so she always believed in what teachers said or guidance counselors said.
Can you
So
imagine
she-
that happening now?
Hold on. There's a question they're asking.
Yeah.
How did they put you? Did you sit straddle?
I was-
or did you, because there's
I
a
was
big difference.
back to the fence,
Okay, so you were sitting.
and there was other
You was-
people
your
with
butt
me.
was on the fence.
There was other people with me, but back
But there
to
was
the
other
fence.
people on this fence too.
Yes, there was other people. It was
That's
just
horrible.
Me. Yeah,
That is horrifying.
correct.
Oh my gosh, that would have been like a lawsuit in Boca.
A lawsuit.
It would have been more than
Look at
one.
the
Yeah.
psychological indifference on this kid. I'm
Totally.
pretty sure you must winch every time you go by fence.
I mean, I know my niece goes to that same elementary school, and I asked her, do they do the same thing? She says no.
Oh my
Basically,
gosh,
they
that's
let
just
them out for
horrifying.
recess. Probably somebody did complain at
I
a
have no
certain
idea
time.
what they're doing.
We have a phone call.
I know.
They're transferring it over.
But I should have asked to use the bathroom though.
You should have just not.
I gotta know because I forgot. I was like, why?
Oh, please, sir. Please
Am
take
I
me
gonna
down
get
to the
worse?
fence so I
Am
can
I
make it
gonna
to the
get-
Put you on a
restroom.
fence, they get everything they get. What kind of crap is that? I thought it was number 2. Did you do number 1 or number 2?
Number one. It got small and it's just dark. They're like, oh my God, Gene peed on himself. I'm like,
What is
to
the
use the
most
bathroom.
embarrassing thing that has happened to you?
You got a caller?
Yep.
Who we got on the line?
Danielle.
Danielle, how are you? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes,
I can
good
hear ya.
morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Great,
How
how
are
are
you
you
guys?
doing?
Do you have the most embarrassing?
Good.
Do you have the
I
most
have
embarrassing?
two.
Oh, let's hear it. Absolutely.
I I have two most embarrassing stories. So, I was at my first one. I was at a wedding, and we had traveled all the way to Texas to go to one of my cousin's weddings, and I was videotaping the wedding, a little camcorder, one of those little handheld ones, and the wedding was going on, and I had my eye on the camera, and then all of a sudden my stomach started to hurt, and I let out a large fart.
Oh my God, was
In
that
front of
you?
every.
That was
Yes!
you at the wedding.
And I was so and I was so mortified. I could feel the heat on my back and my face red, but I didn't want to take my eye off the camera to move around to look to see if anybody noticed or not. Oh
it was
my
the
gosh,
dog
that was
over
pretty
there.
embarrassing.
She was
The
running.
dog did it.
She was running the fart cam. Now, I gotta ask you. Was it a stinky or was it a silent and deadly?
It was not silent at all. It was
Noisy and
way
stinky, that's the
loud,
worst
and I was like,
combination.
"Oh my God! I hope nobody noticed."
That is the worst combination. And did anybody say anything to you?
Nobody said anything to me afterward or anything like that. I was just kind of like, "Oh my God! I hope nobody noticed." But nobody. I could just feel like the heat on my face and like down my back, and I just stared like straight into the camera, and I just held it still. I was like, "Oh my God! Don't look around! Don't look around! Don't look around!"
And what
Do
was
not make eye contact ever when that
and what
happens.
was? I like to have a picture of it because if I ever saw it in the street, I would start laughing. And what is the second most embarrassing piece?
Okay, so this one's a little bit. I hope Jason doesn't get too embarrassed about this one. I had my first apartment with my girlfriend, and this was right when Jason and I first got together about 10 years ago. And I had this nice, big, large leather sectional couch, and it was getting hot and frisky, and we were really going at it. And I wasn't being too quiet. I thought she had gone to work. I didn't think she was there at all. And I'm just wailing. And we're just going at it on the couch. And then all of a sudden, I hear the TV go on in her room. And I'm like, oh, my God. And I got up, and I said, Jason, I think Nina's here. And he's like, what? And I was like, oh my God. And this is like after, a good long while. And I'm just yelling at the top of my lungs. And then I go to her door, and it was unlocked. And I open it, and she's sitting on the bed, and she looks up at me, and she's like, hi. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God. I Jane, there's Tarzan looking for Cheetah.
Like those rom-com movies when you walk in and your roommate goes, what do you do? Nothing! And the guy's like naked hiding under the couch or something.
That.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, very
Danielle,
very
that is-
similar story to that.
That is take it to the grave material. That's
Danielle
hilarious.
Yes.
Alexander, tailored soul.
Taylor Soul. Now you know why they call it.
I
the
don't
Taylors.
think she could look at Jason the same after that.
Well, he wasn't the one weighing me, honey. I think she can't look at you the same after that.
She was like, her and I talked about it later, and she's like, I'm wondering, she's like, was it really that good? You were wailing so loudly. I'm like, well, I was kind of, it was our, we had just met, so we're really getting into it.
That's hilarious.
Was it really that good?
No, I was,
Can it really be that good?
no, I was faking it.
Is that really a thing? It can really
I
be
was
that
faking it.
good?
You see, Jason, you were what? You ever notice when you tell a man, no, I faked it? You what? They get all hysterical. What do you mean you were faking it? Yes, I was.
Vinny, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you?
There's a mic right there, Vinny.
Danielle, you're hilarious.
I love you guys. I just wanted to give you a quick call and tell you my
Possibly.
two embarrassing
Thanks,
stories.
Danielle. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, possibly a few years ago at a friend's birthday party, and that was the second worst impression I had on a parent. Let's leave it at that part also. I remember she was turning 21. Everyone's having fun, right? Some people were skinny dipping. I was like, sure, why not? I was chilling out,
So
drinking.
you went skinny dipping.
No. Everyone, well, half the people was. Then I was just chilling out, saying, whatever, I'm Brazilian. I don't care about this. And then I was jacuzzi with my friend, and that girl was like skinny dipping jacuzzi. I was just like looking at my phone. I was bored. And then the girl's mom came out, and she was naked. I was like, oh no. Just coming. Then for some reason, my body just jumped automatically, covering her like, then she came, was like, hey.
Cover the mom cam.
And then the mom's like, hey, who are you? I'm like, I'm Vinny. How you been? I could not think of anything better. And he's like, how are you? I was like,
I'm
I'm
Vinny. How
great."
you been? The mom's standing there naked?
No. Like the daughter was naked. I was like jumping to save the daughter's skin. I was like,
Like, oh, mom cam.
she did, and she like walk away awkwardly because she thought it was like awkward or something. And gave that girl my shirt. Like, here you go. Please don't do that again.
It's hilarious.
I'm speechless.
That is not the most embarrassing moment. Just one of my top 10, I guess.
When are you
You're
top 10? You
hilarious.
got that many. Who are you talking to?
He
I thought he said good morning, Sylvia, and I'm like, oh, what'd you say?
He talks to himself while he walks. And when he sits down, personality number 4 comes in. Yeah, the mask is turning
His
everybody a
speech
little
is
bit.
low, and the mask is like,
What about Queen?
oh, that could be a fun segment, though.
What?
You do a segment with a mask, and you have to, the game of telephone, you have to decipher what is Slick saying with the mask on. And everyone has to write in, and if you get the right answer, you win a bag of coffee. Or we can do it with Freddie, too.
I don't need him to wear a mask. I don't understand him when he doesn't
We
have
can do
a
it with
mask.
you, too. You can wear a mask and say,
He always talks about
What
mask.
is Freddie
He's
saying?
like Clint Eastwood.
What are you talking?
what are you talking about?
It's the mask. It's the
And I said-
mask.
I asked
the
him-
mask makes it worse, but
I asked
have
him
to
what
put it
what
on.
was it. He says you left your keys in the car. I said okay, and I don't know what to say.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you, Val? Did she actually think she was going to get away without saying anything?
What she was. She was thinking. She's thinking.
We gave her a lot of runway.
So probably any time I ever fall, because I used to be very clumsy as a kid.
Yeah, but you got to give us a story, not the generalized.
So when ninth grade, when I injured my knee, the way I injured it was we were playing Red Rover on a patch of grass on the side of the school, and I've never played Red Rover. So if you don't know what Red Rover is, it's like there's 2 lines of people linked in arms, and you say Red Rover, send Teddy on over, and Teddy would have to run from one link to the other and break the link that called her over. So I didn't break the link. I hit them like a wall, fell to the ground, and when I got up and tried to walk away, I felt like there was something wrong with my knee, but I tried to walk it off like there was nothing wrong because I was embarrassed that I even fell. I was like, wow, I could really injure my knee while playing this game.
Well, you fit in here very well because
guess
I
so.
fell right out of my chair and I wasn't even walking. Freddie's known me to trip over the same pebble 3 days in a row. In an entire parking lot, there was a pebble, like the Princess and the Pea. Day 1, tripped over it, over. Day 2, he says, watch out for the pebble, tripped on it. Day 3, I think you finally moved it after I tripped on the same pebble 3 days in a row walking into iHeart.
Yes, I
Same
got
one.
rid of it because I learned my lesson. And it was my fault because I didn't remove it the first day. Who would think a human being would trip on the second day? 3 times the charm.
The same pebble in front of the front door every single day.
Not very cool.
What was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
Well, I got a many,
I figured.
but I had one when I was in high school. And I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble for saying this story because I know people that in high school, the people involved in this whole scam are probably watching. But we went to the Dominican Republic for our senior trip. Because in Puerto Rico, you get to fly to the close by islands, and that's where we went. So the first night I was there, I got so drunk with the beer and everything that I had to be carried apparently up to my room, and they left me there. And there was this redhead that was really gorgeous in high school. She was gorgeous, and apparently this redhead decides, I don't know, it must have been in the middle of the night, to come in, and she lays with me in the bed. And I'm a high schooler, right?
Nice, right?
I don't know. I woke up in that state at the moment because I didn't know where I was or what was going on. And my clothes started to come off. Now I'm drunk, you know? And I got the redhead. And I said, wow, did I die and go to heaven? I mean, I'm a high schooler, you know, with the hormones running out the door and what have you. I said, am I going to get lucky tonight? And she's taking off my clothes, and I'm completely naked. And she goes, and she lays down, away, you know, her head away from me, and she goes in Spanish, ahora, which I thought was now, let's get it on. I said, woo-hoo! And the whole class came in.
No.
And they pull the sheets off the bed,
No.
and she jumps out of bed, and they're taking pictures.
That explains it. What do you think? Does that explain?
It's a true story.
Wow.
This happened at the Caribe Hilton Hotel in.
Your whole high school class came in?
Oh yeah, plenty of guys.
And what was the fallout?
And what happened
What did you do?
What happened was the football team came in to my rescue, and they didn't appreciate that, so they covered me up. I mean, I was drunk. I mean, it was like stuff coming out of my mouth. I was drunk. I was really drunk. And they were taking pictures.
Wow.
And they threw water on me. They threw not shaving cream, white powder. So I guess it was talc on me and eggs on the bed.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And I'm gonna tell you.
That just scars you for life. That explains so much.
Well, it wasn't too bad. I know some people who left the Dominican Republic because they went to the gambling table. There was no restrictions on age in those days. And they lost their shoes. They went back to Puerto Rico with no shoes.
Well, that's a whole lot better than being taken picture by the whole class naked in bed.
They got it.
Tarred, that right? That's like being tarred and feathered. You're
You got tarred and feathered.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a true story, and if anybody's watching and was there, please don't call because I don't want you to
Call 888-994-4995. Let's hear about your most embarrassing story. Wow, Freddie, that's unbelievable.
That's only one of many.
You got more.
Well, I got plenty more, but that was bad. That one scarred me in high school. I didn't go to my
Any
senior prom,
reunions?
is that what it's
Nothing?
called?
Oh,
I
what
didn't go to
did
that.
you tell
I
your
never
mom
been
and
to a
dad?
reunion. What?
Did you tell your mom and dad?
Well, my dad was in New York working. My mom picked me up at the airport, and she instantly said, "What's the matter?" And I says, "You don't want to know." She says, "Yeah, I do want." And I told her, and she wanted to go over and talk to the teachers. And I says, "Why, Mom? I'm an adult. You know, I shouldn't have gotten drunk. It's on me. It's all right. Don't worry about it. God don't like ugly. It's all good."
Did they fall out of their chair the next day?
No, but the
30
senior
seconds later?
prom was a disaster. I heard. I didn't go. I tell you about the senior prom. Girl told me, "Meet me by the bridge." I go with you. She never showed up. I tell you.
What? We have to.
That's
We should
sad.
do like a
I'm gonna tell
throwback
you,
to
women
Freddie in high
ain't-
school.
Women ain't nice.
We should do it like Back to the Future edition with Freddie, and we should relive high school for you on what you want it to be.
That hurts right there.
That's okay. I heard later my cousin Judy said, she went with another guy to the prom. She must have forgotten. That was the running joke with me, my cousin.
I guess she forgot. She left you at the bridge. Oh, that's so sad. On that note, give us a call. 888-994-4995. Ready to go to commercial break?
Let's do it.
Stay tuned.
We got some new spots. You gonna run the new spots? We got some new spots. Check this out.
Take a
Be right
look.
back.
We'll be right back.
I have the opposite.
Here at your CBD store, our trained and highly educated staff can help recommend the perfect products for you. Stop in and see for yourself at one of our locations in Pembroke Pines, West Boca, Boynton Beach, or Singer Island. Or call us today at 561-437-1234. 561-437-1080. Again, that's 561-437-1080.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of scotch whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back in the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Wow, all the stories you hear off air.
Listen, if you got a story you want to share with us, if you're brave enough to do that, you're not dainty with the little tinkle tinkle, give us a call. What's the phone number?
888-994-4995. You don't know our number?
Studio A.
Studio A.
Not Studio B.
Let us know, like Danielle Alexander. Ever notice the most embarrassing moments seem to be, other than Slick's? Slick's, yours is just like catastrophically life-scarring. Yours too, Freddie, by the way.
You know, not for nothing, but now I know. Now I know why he doesn't wear a bathing suit.
Oh, me?
Yeah, because you have a scar of a pole across your bottom.
Wow.
Now we call
I
you
can't even
bottom man.
imagine. Can you imagine hanging a child on a fence? That is such abuse.
Yeah, but like I think that was like their way of time out because they basically put everybody who was like a troublemaker or a nuisance in the classroom.
But you can't hang someone on a fence. Can you imagine now, Slick, if that
It
actually
would have
happened?
been a problem, yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been a problem. But I was a child back then, and then my mom, like, basically she's from the island, so her English is.
So hanging you on a fence is okay in the island?
What is it? She saw it, and they told her about it. They told her how they disciplined, but basically she didn't really react that much. Like, she was the one listening to them saying, yeah, Gene needs ADHD pills. Wow. And then she's like, I agree with you. He is overly hyper.
I gotta tell you, I went to a Catholic high school in the islands, in Puerto Rico.
Correct.
And I was in high school, you know, I mean, a young adult, right? And the way they used to do it is, you know,
You went to a Catholic high school and that happened?
Yes. Do you know a Catholic high school has the worst students?
Be nice to me.
Ouch. Ouch.
Hence where the ducks were. They
Ouch.
came from.
I got a bag of ducks. I'll give you that instead.
The ducks will be coming out.
You dislocated my shoulder. But the Catholic high schools has the worst. The worst. And the women, what is it? Let me ask you. Women wear uniforms. Ladies wear uniforms in Catholic high school.
Everyone
The skirt.
does.
The skirt, you
Yeah.
know? I'm talking about the skirt. You ever notice that the skirt is supposed to be at the knee? But the hottie toddies, they wear it high up where they're barely covering a bottom. So what do you think is going to happen? Guys
Crazy.
are saying, okay, we used to play the numbers game. You play the numbers game?
Oh, I never played the numbers game, but I never went to. I wish I did, but I never.
But I gotta
know,
tell you, I
went to
think
a
girls
Catholic.
just like to do the hottie toddy. They don't want to be bit.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no. It was all
Right?
about the
Agreed.
numbers.
Like Teddy's like, we
We
just
used to hold up numbers. So when you walked by, you got a number. And it was me and a group of guys. And I only did it with the football team because they had the biggest guys. So there was a whole row of us. So you walk by. If you look good, you got a 10.
But
If
here's
you
the
look bad,
difference.
you got a 0. No woman wanted to be a 0.
The difference between guys and girls. You like the redhead in your bed. Any naked woman in
Everybody
your
liked
bed
the
would have been
redhead.
good, right? Any naked
No,
woman in
take
your
it
bed?
easy. No.
No?
No.
That's the girls. You just want to put it out, but no biting.
Right. So what we did was you had to walk through this passageway to go to school. So the team had both sides. You had to walk, unless you wanted to walk through the mud and the high heels in the grass. So when you walked through, guys used to hold up the sign.
Hi, Dad.
And you know why I'm saying this? Because apparently, there you go, Dad. There you go. Your father was holding up the signs. So we used to have the girls, and I noticed that every year the skirts got up higher until the principal came in and says, "Okay, that's it. You got to wear that skirt down." But I went to this Catholic high school. They're the worst.
Mary Magdalene, yeah.
It was horrible. So the way they used to take us in detention—that's the word I was looking for—is that they used to kneel you down at the church, because Catholic high schools had churches. They used to kneel you down, and you had to kneel down for a half hour.
Who's here?
Somebody. They used to kneel you down for a half hour. And I'm going to tell you something. I didn't want to be in detention. Nobody wants to kneel for a half hour. You know what that feels like? Try kneeling for a half hour, 45 minutes.
Try
It
being hung on a
hurts.
fence for 15 minutes.
Try to what?
Hung on a fence for 15 minutes.
That's scarring. I can't even think of it. That's why he wears a hat now, because every time he needs to cover his bottom.
So you have to kneel for 30 minutes in detention.
That's how they did it.
How often were you in detention?
Well, that card thing got me one.
I swear to my goodness, you were like Grease in real life. You know the movie? That is you. You're like John Travolta's life.
Do you
I feel
remember?
like he's more like Kaneki.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be connected, but thanks a lot. Do you remember the Volkswagen Beetle, those small little cars? Yes. So me and a bunch of guys picked up our friends and put it on the grass. This was Andy. Andy's the culprit to all this. So we used to move people's cars by picking them up and turning them
You're
sideways.
Kaneki. That is hilarious. Who's Rissa? We should do like a whole Grease revisited.
We used to. You guys never did anything funky in high school?
No.
What are you all the straight A students?
Play it safe.
Teddy's like, oh, I got a story.
I did some, but I feel it's more of a personal level, so I can't really say much about it.
Personal level.
Yeah.
What you do? You
Don't worry
went on
about
a
it.
Panty raid or something?
No, just no.
Hey, Kelsey, pull up a chair.
Kelsey, grab a mic. Tell us your most embarrassing moment in your present,
run.
in your life.
You can
What
take a
was
chair
the
from the
most-
lobby. I guess next time we go in the
What was the
theater.
most?
Whatever is the most embarrassing moment.
Yeah, for you in your life up to now.
I'd have to think on that.
Well, you got about 13 seconds.
I try to forget my embarrassing moments. Yeah. You go to sleep and it goes into your subconscious. You don't remember it anymore because it's so embarrassing.
Do you not wake up with the next morning with regrets and then you try and get it out of your head? Mm-hmm. You don't.
That's why it's called
That's one of the
alcohol.
things I've realized about Freddie is his next day is his next day. All those embarrassing moments that we go to sleep on and wake up thinking as girls and rethinking and having the conversations again, over and over again, you've moved on.
You're ridiculously funny.
Am I right, ladies?
You ever wake up, guys? This is for the guys. You ever wake
Seriously?
up and next to you, there's some chick, some dame is next to you that you picked up last night. It's a dame because you don't know her name. You
First
don't
of
know
all,
who
a
she is.
dame?
That's what we
I
used
was
to call
thinking the same thing.
Kaneki meet Kelsey.
Ooh.
That's how you met her mother.
That's the show, How I Met Your
Oh,
Mother.
the show. That's how I met your mother too. Holy smokes! I was about to say what? So you meet this chick last night, and you get up in the morning, and you don't know her name. You don't know nothing about her. Just that hair is all over. You both are naked. Do you have a regret? And she looks over and she goes, "Oh my God, what did I do?" And I said, "You came to God." And she says, "I what? You came to God?" You said, "Oh my God, about 100 times last night. You turned religious." What is the regret? What are you regretting? That you did something is done.
Yeah.
What are you going to regret?
You just do. You wake
You
up the
guys
next
have
morning.
regrets in the morning?
Everything but that.
You're engaged, so that's not a good one.
Yeah.
She's turning red. You're turning purple. Why are people? Why do you have regrets about? It was something. That
And it's not
happened.
always necessarily that. It's not always
Not
like
that,
in
but
the
that's pretty
bedroom. It's just things
embarrassing.
in general.
Okay, like what can you regret?
Like you handled a situation wrong and you feel badly and you can't take it back. You can't undo it. And if you undo it and you say, let me fix it, it's like you make it worse and you do it over and over again. And then you're reminding that person. So then you're supposed to not think about it and just move on. But there's this underlying knowledge in your head.
Are you listening to this?
No,
This
yeah,
is like
that's,
a,
yeah.
This is like a roller
Kelsey,
coaster
that is
out of
true.
control.
Yeah.
Val,
And and then
if
you
you
what?
look at the girls, they're all like, yeah, that's true. And the
because
guys
you're
go,
all-
huh,
yeah,
what'd you
because
say?
you're all in the same group. You're
And
all
look at Vanny, he goes, huh? What was that?
because
I
you're
lost
in your
you.
head. You open one door, you close another, you go to
was
another.
thinking,
This is
yeah,
your
I'll
story.
get it
Open the
now.
door, open the 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 door. Another door. Do you see the door? Here's the door. Oh, look, a window. Another door, another door.
They're like tabs,
I'm
exactly.
exhausted.
It's like if you ever open your computer and there's all those tabs open, you're working on all these projects at the same time, and
Have
you
you
never close
always
them.
been this
And then
way?
you close the computer in the morning, you wake it up, and there are everything you just left out there. Yep.
Your hand goes here. Done. That's it.
Oh, no.
It's not.
Oh, no.
I
It's
mean,
like,
this
here,
is what
baby,
Dawn
take
does
it
all
back
day.
up.
She does this. And then
Should I
if
not?
you get caught in the crossfire, you squish like a bug. This is her all day. You know how exhausting that is?
You think? Yeah.
No wonder why you guys are tired. You guys should be exhausted. You got to get out of your head. Get out of your head.
I just don't know how you do that.
I don't even remember what happened yesterday. Were we here yesterday? I remember.
I get home and people say, who was your guest today? And I went, I don't know, let me think about that.
Linda says, did you have guests today? I says, I don't know.
I don't remember.
She says, you don't know. I don't remember. We do so many. Yesterday, we did 6 productions. That I can tell you. You know how I know? Because we had a little problem with YouTube, because thank you to Mr. Slick. It's the only reason I can tell you. I was
Is that why
working
you
till
couldn't
9
find the
o'clock
shows?
last night
Oh,
doing
jeez.
production.
Freddie,
Yes.
while you're ranting, it just brought up some painful memories from back then, like a few years ago also. I was like, oh my God, I remember that happened.
Well, you woke up to somebody you didn't know her name?
It was sort of related to that, but in a bizarre way.
Tell me, because I'm interested.
I
Now,
can't,
I
it
like the
was,
bizarre-
yeah,
You know,
maybe,
you can't do that. Hold on. There's a new rule in the house. Vinny, you
Well-
can't say something really bizarre happened, but I'm not going to tell you, because...
I could do that. I like teasing people like that.
Vinny, if I have breastises, you can tease me that way. I don't do that to me, because it just gives me a heart palpitation. This is why I forget, because
But-
the guys like him.
Although it was like, remind me of a time where someone's like, hey, the Simpsons did the Game of Thrones ending. I was like, no, I saw the ending. I saw that Simpsons episode, but I didn't see the Game of Thrones ending. I was like, no.
Wait, where's
Like soon, ladies and gentlemen, soon we will have no,
No
pun
pun
intended,
intended.
and you can figure out what the hell he's talking about.
Okay, like, you all saw Game of Thrones. Well, most of you, right?
No, I never saw it.
No? Really? I thought like one at least.
No.
Like, the Simpsons did predict the ending for. Freddie, do you do that to everyone you do?
Tell
Like,
us.
the Simpsons predict the end of Game of Thrones. Like, I didn't see Game of Thrones, but I saw that Simpsons episode. And someone's like, hey, the Game of Thrones ending's like the Simpsons. Like, oh no, I saw that episode of Simpsons. It ruined the ending for me now. I never saw it, but I think I got the gist of it.
Was that the naked girl in your bed? Was The Simpsons?
No, no.
What the hell does that have to do?
Something else
You know what?
completely.
Vinny,
I'm just
Vinny,
trying to go from A to B to
Vinny,
C.
I want you to take 2 Tylenol and call me in the morning, because there is something absolutely wrong with no pun intended. This kid is off the chart. I think you should be on the fence. Kelsey, did you come up with a story?
no?
She tries to forget.
Kelsey's
them.
perfect. Kelsey
I've
doesn't have
successfully
embarrassing moments.
repressed all of these embarrassing stories. I didn't expect to have to bring them up at 9:30 in the morning.
This is
She
this is the
successfully
morning Zoom,
repressed
honey.
them.
Here, everything is discussed. Okay, so I got the next question of the day. We got 15 minutes. Would you ever date the ex of one of your friends?
It almost happened to me. Almost.
Hold on. Let's go in order. Okay, let's start with the.
It almost happened to me, but I like, no, I can't do it. He's my best friend. Can't do that to him.
So you didn't do it?
No.
No matter how much you wanted to?
No.
Now, is it a sin because you wanted to and you didn't do it, or you just didn't do it, it's okay? I mean, there's remorse, remorse, I didn't do it later on, like I should have done it?
Probably depends on the friend.
Hold on, we'll get to you.
No, it was no remorse after that. I was like, cute girl, was like, no, I can't do it. Like, nice girl too, but like, no, she didn't.
So you wouldn't do it?
No, he
Bro
like
code?
bro code. And even years passed by already. I was like, he's my best friend. I can't do that to him.
Okay. Teddy?
So I wouldn't. However, it was a running joke in my group of friends in high school, and one of my friends I think is watching, and she will like full attest to this. Where anytime I dated someone, and like I didn't care if someone dated my ex, anytime I dated someone, the second we broke up, one of my friends would take him. So almost all of my friends had ended up dating one of my exes. One of them just got married to one of my exes.
So you supply...
When your friends married one of your exes?
Yeah.
So hold
They
on,
just
you're
got married, like, 2 weeks ago.
supplying
I
boyfriend
was
material
supplying
to
the
your
exes,
friends.
yeah. I would basically, they would come to me, I would like train this to be a good boyfriend, break up with them, and then my friends would snatch them up.
She would train
and it was
them,
a
move on
running
in.
joke.
So you used to break it in for the friend.
Basically, I didn't
The
mean
Teddy
to,
boyfriend
but,
training
yeah.
program.
So there was only one ex that I had through all of high school that one of my friends didn't end up dating.
Teddy's boyfriend training program. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. She will match make for you, too.
Yeah.
If you know, and if you're an ex that did this, give us a call. This is amazing.
Yeah, and my friends would get mad too because they'd be like, "I wanted to date him, and you dated him first." I'm like, "One's a better boyfriend now." Like, it was just a full
I just broke
joke.
a lid for you.
Yeah.
It's like a like a couch.
I always said I wanted to be someone's second wife.
Okay.
Because then they would
Okay,
have been
hold on,
broken
hold
in
on,
a
hold on, wait a
whole
minute, wait a
lot
minute.
better
Honestly,
later
yeah.
on.
My mom is my dad's
I want to
second
clear
wife.
all the planes from the
It
wrong
works.
way because this may crash and burn here. Explain that statement.
Because I figured the first wife would have trained them. And then by the time I get them, then the training's already been done and they know exactly what to do to
So
be.
you want all that baggage from the first wife?
I don't think
all
about
those-
baggage. I think of it as
Well, it's
training.
gonna come with it.
But
You're
then,
gonna get the good, bad, and the ugly.
that's what I always said.
Yeah, that don't work.
No, my mom is my dad's second wife, and when I hear from my older sisters about like how my dad used to be with his first wife and everything, he's so much sweeter now. He's so much nicer. He's so much of a
that?
calmer person.
Because the first one wore him out.
Probably.
Well, okay, that works too.
I get to reap the benefits.
That,
of my
but
dad.
that doesn't happen all the time.
That works too. They wear them out. You reap the benefits. They're more financially stable. All those things.
Is it safe to say that when you date somebody, they had been dating somebody before you? Is it? I mean, 90% maybe.
Yeah,
I
at some
mean,
point.
unless you're
Probably.
under a tree or under a rock. All right, so you're the second to somebody, maybe the third, maybe the 100. Who knows?
I'm second to somebody.
I'm saying you were the second. You were Chuck's only boyfriend growing up. We'll get to you in a second.
Probably not.
Probably
This
not.
one's
You don't
been-
even know.
I'm sure he had girlfriends.
Have you ever
before me.
had this conversation with Chuck?
100%. I always say to him, I'm going to be someone's second wife.
You said that to him before you got married?
Yeah, I would say it all through all
You
these
gave
years.
him a warning label. I'm leaving you and being somebody's second wife, or you gave it to him, you was your second wife?
No, I'm not his second wife, but I always said I always wanted to be someone's second wife because of all the training program of what it is.
Yeah.
Your mind is a scary
Think of all the
place.
years I put into training.
He's going to make a good second husband.
I always
is
said
what-
his second wife's getting all the
Well, the
benefits
way you
of
guys
me.
work it, you guys are training for the
I've
future.
said that too.
Now, I want to go to her because I think you've only dated one person in your life, right?
Yep.
Pick up your mic,
Yep.
because you are an anomaly. Is that a word?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good word actually.
SAT word.
Freddie's SAT word.
Thank you
Your
very
bell
much.
is funky.
Somebody, yeah, you're funky.
Look, even the bell
Leave
moves.
my 4-year
To whom
bell
the bell
alone.
tolls.
Somebody behind me whispered that in my ear. Okay, so let me ask you, how do you feel about that? Pretty good?
How do I feel about what?
About just dating one guy?
It's nice.
And would you
actually.
ever date somebody, your best friend's ex?
So before it was him,
Hold on, I gotta say.
I've always been a tomboy. So there was a circle of 4 of us, and it was 3. It was him and then 2 other guys who we're decently still close with now, and then me. And so at one point, they all had a crush on me, but I didn't realize it. So this is middle school, and then he finally decided one took a swing at it, and I said no, because he was literally my brother. Not literally, but he was
Literally,
a version of my
but
brother.
Like
Really?
her brother, but not really biologically her brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for clearing that up.
It's all good. Gotcha.
It's a little confusing when you throw the word literally in there.
I know. That's why I was like, wait, no, not DNA, but just best friend. He was just acting like
Let's,
my
let's
brother.
keep
so.
that clear. She's not
So-
into that. Okay.
Is that what you were thinking?
I don't know. This crew, who knows? I don't know what the hell's going
I
on.
did have
right?
someone try and set me with my own nephew one time. This is a pause. They didn't know he was my nephew.
That
but I
sounds
did have
real
someone do
weird.
that, yeah.
But people do that.
So that's gonna be a
People do
story
that. I don't
after
do that, but
else.
people do that.
So you had 2 left.
I had 2 left. So this one, Zach was the one that actually took the swing and I guess hit a home run or whatever.
How old were you when you hit with the home run, which I don't want to get into, but that's in men's language, you can't say these things.
So we were in 9th grade when we tried to secretly start dating.
9th grade?
9th grade.
How old would that make her?
14, 15.
So you've been with the same guy and you're what, 21 now?
23.
So you've been with him 9 years, since you were 14. Has he changed since he was 14?
Yes. So that's what I like. Like, honestly, that's what I like about it is we've been through so much together. We've seen each other change. And, like, I could read him like the back of my hand. He could read me. But we're still finding out new things about each other. So, like, that's the fun thing.
Would you date, if he had this hot friend of his, and the guy's hitting on you hot and heavy? I mean, you're engaged now, so I'm not even going to ask you because that's just going to open
Well,
up.
so to answer your question, no.
Okay.
Because...
Okay, let's keep it that way. We move on. I've been told to shut up about that.
Say hi to Andy Silverman of Icon Auctions and Events.
Andy, give us a call.
All the way from Blue Ridge, Georgia. I love Blue Ridge, Georgia. It is
Tell us your
beautiful.
most embarrassing moment, Andy, on the air. We would love to hear. Would you date an ex best friend?
Would I date an ex-best friend,
Have
or would
you?
I date my ex's best friend?
Your ex's best friend.
Well, it depends on how it ended. I mean, honestly.
Have you done it? Yes or no?
No. But
She said no?
I've never
She's in
done it.
some kind of word. What was it? What word? Yes or no?
No.
You've never done that, okay.
N-O. But if it were the certain circumstance where, like, everything was amicable and everybody was friends and...
If everybody was friends.
And you...
I
would
think
do
I did
everybody-
that, by the way.
Really?
Now that you explain that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like,
dated your fri-
if
you
you
dated
talked
a-
to that person and was like, hey, we're all friends and we're all adults, like, are you cool with X, Y, Z? Then...
Or you would do it if you got permission. I'm talking about
But what if
without
we're all
permission.
like you were all like a group of friends,
Yeah.
and you dated one in the group, and then
Yeah.
that didn't work out, and then you dated another one in the group.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it was.
Yuck. That's
And the girls are
disgusting.
shaking their head. Teddy goes.
I know,
yeah.
like. I know
Not
that-
me, but yeah, I've seen that happen a lot.
She better be. I had 8 cousins that I was in school with, and everybody was dating everybody.
It's easier to date guys' best friends than date girls' best friends.
Ugh. My cousin Louis was a pig. He dated everything in sight. He messed it up for all of us.
That's what I'm saying.
But if there was a hottie, she was on the radar, baby. I don't care who she dated. Ain't no difference to me.
Teddy's got another story for us.
No.
What about you fellas? Would you date your best friend's ex?
I mean, no. For me, like, I always, like, if me and my
That
best
doesn't
friends.
surprise me. You wouldn't do it, right?
I wouldn't do it at all, no.
Because you want to stay friends over the girl?
Correct. And no,
I want
that.
you to invite me to your wedding because
No, that and what is it? I never. What is it? I never was the one, like, if me and my friend like the same girl, I'm usually the one saying, yo, I'm just gonna set you up, and then.
But what if
that's
it
where
was
I go.
somebody you were super interested in and your friend was like, hey, everything ended on the up and up. Like, I would be okay if you dated that person.
That would be like, oh, what is it? It would be a split second that I would like her at first, but like because she went with my guy, I couldn't do
Listen,
it.
I don't want.
I would never like cross it, to be honest.
I don't want to walk down memory lane. Your friend went out with this hot chick.
Yeah.
She likes you. You like her. You're gonna date her. It's a simple yes or no.
Oh no, I'm not gonna date her.
You're not gonna date her.
No,
No, matter
we'll just
how
say,
hot she
yeah,
is.
no.
If Beyonce.
Beyonce,
was
see, that's a
dating with
different
your-
thing. See, that's
You
Beyonce.
See, that's what I'm telling you. Guys are so full.
That's
of
that's a different thing. That's
so full of
Beyonce.
beans. You know, you ain't sit on that fence long enough. Is the problem. Guys are full of beans. Guys have. No, I can't go there. Guys have two brains. No, I can't go there either. The bottom line
can't,
is
no.
a guy will find a irregular, logical explanation as to why this.
When my friend or my brothers have a girl, I just
Beyonce
can't go
came your
for it.
way, and that was your best friend's girl.
Then I have to take
you
that
gonna
bullet
tell
and
your
then say,
best friend, I
"Mom,
guess we ain't gonna
I-
be friends. 'Cause look at this.
It's all in the training. Is all I got to tell
She's
you.
And I'm a
married,
little
so-
intrigued about somebody broke up and you dated your best friend's hottie? Is that what happened?
No,
That's what you just
I think
said.
it was the guy's best friend.
Or you dated the guy's
I
best
never
friend?
had a lot of girlfriends. Maybe that's why.
Oh, so you dated the guy's best friend?
Maybe I just
You know
explained
what?
it to
I'm gonna tell you,
myself.
guys are disgusting.
Well, that's what I'm saying, it's
Because guys
different.
like to talk about
That's what I'm saying.
the girl behind the back and all that. Not too cool. Oh, yeah. Not too cool.
She's
See, it's
like-
not cool.
Watch Teddy.
That's the reason why you don't do it. That's the real reason. Ain't that bro rule? Bull crap. I'm gonna tell you something. I know guys that went after, left my grave and jumped in there, and I said, "Oh, you dating her now?" Yeah.
Actually, I think I did that a lot. I'm thinking about the story.
I know what you mean, but
Dawn dated all her ex's best friends.
Yes.
You got
Crazy.
some issues, man. I want you to call Dr. J today.
I
You
did.
have some real
but like my
deep
exes would
issues.
introduce. I actually lived with one of my
You know, your
exes.
dad is one.
I don't, but I didn't live with him like that. I mean,
Ex-nay.
he was a roommate of mine in the other room. One of my exes. He moved into the
So let me get
empty
this right.
room
So
in my
So
apartment.
you dated the guy in the other room, and then you dated.
No, I
other people?
dated him, and then we broke up.
Well, listen, we got 5 minutes.
But then I needed a roommate, and he moved in. But I was dating somebody else.
Jay Harmon is watching. Hey, Jay, I want you to take your pencil and make a crazy Dawn and say, I dated.
Okay, you know, the teachers at Disney World when Tinkerbell wakes up and her hair's all over the place and coffee. That's what Jay's going to, like, envision me as this morning.
People are just dying here. Okay, so
I know. It's like the crazy Tinkerbell when she rolls out of bed with a million tabs open in her brain.
All
Now,
right.
that would be a whole cartoon in
all
itself.
right, we got 5 minutes left for the final third question of the day.
Yes.
Have you guys, in the past, or would you think in the future, would you date more than one person at a time?
Okay, by the way, that's Jay Carmen, not Jay Harmon, but thanks for playing.
This is Jay Harmon.
Mine says Jay Carmen. Does yours say Harmon?
At the
That's
bottom.
funny. Look what mine says. Jay Carmen.
Your phone is a wackadoodle. Jay, if you can identify yourself, we would appreciate it. Would you date more than one person at the same time? In the day, that was a thing. So don't look at me like
No.
I'm nuts.
No.
No? 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 One woman, one man guy?
it depends.
I'm sorry?
It depends.
Depends.
It depends, to be
Do
honest.
you wear Depends? What?
It depends. Oh, my, it's maths. It depends. It
What's
depends
it
on the whole.
depend on? It's a yes or no
And
answer.
I think like, if like we reach a like
Have you
mindedness
ever
yet.
done it?
No, not yet.
Okay, but you would do it.
Not yet.
Yeah,
But you would do it.
I
In other
mean,
words, if you had like
you
5
have to
people come the
experience
studio,
it. Yeah,
You would just
Yeah.
experience it, right?
you have to
It's
experience.
a learning experience. How
Correct.
old are you? 22, 23?
26.
You're 26? Damn, you old. Classic, you should do these things before you're 30. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, correct.
What's
and
up,
then,
big man?
and then
would
I
you-
can say,
So you would say yes?
I would say
You
yes,
would
sir.
do- Okay, so I got one yes in the room with you.
No.
No, 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 no. You gotta say no. You gotta
Not-
say no. You better say no.
I accidentally did one time when I was in high school, or no, college, but it wasn't a knowing thing.
But you did
How
it.
do
in-
you not know
Well,
you're
hold
dating
it,
someone
hold
and
it.
start dating
So you
someone
did.
else?
So you're a yes. You've done.
Oh,
this.
wait, I
It's
think
not.
I did that
It's not
too.
that I meant to. It was I had broken up with a guy and I started dating another guy, and I guess the guy who I broke up with didn't take it as a breakup. Like he didn't take it as serious.
Or you mistakenly dated 2 guys at one time.
Yeah, like it wasn't. I broke up with the guy, but he didn't accept the breakup, so he thought that we were still dating. And then he kept telling people I was cheating on him, and I had to prove to people like I broke up with him. So, yeah, I had a weird high school life.
You know, Kelsey, you're right. I repressed all these memories, and now they dredged them up, and I think, wait, I did that.
So how many times
I
did
did
you
that
do it?
too.
Which was how many times?
Oh, I did that too.
Yeah,
now
you
that
did
I
it
think
more than
about it,
once.
Dad, don't comment or anything.
His father's gonna comment. Her father's gonna comment.
But I think about what I did in high school in my parents' house. Like, I can't even imagine my daughter doing that in my house.
So let me get this right. When
Crazy
you dated,
stuff.
But when you dated, was there like this unwritten rule that you couldn't see anybody else? It's like it wasn't there a
Yeah.
ring, like a steady ring. Because I
Monogamy.
remember giving somebody I was dating a steady ring. Here's my steady ring.
You and
But
Kaneki.
before that, what?
That's so cute.
I had a steady
Now
ring.
they do
No?
scrunchies.
The one they put your hair up in?
It's a whole lot cheaper
like a
with a
scrunchie.
scrunchie.
It's a thing. There was a
It's a
movie that
love
came
scrunchie?
out. I think it's called P.S. I Love You or something. There's a movie that came out on Netflix where the girl, to prove to the guy or to like claim
P.S.
him
I
that they
love
were
you.
dating.
I saw it.
Yeah, she gave him her scrunchie. So now that's what a lot of kids like middle school, high school do because they don't do pins or anything anymore.
My
A girl
junior
gives him a
high school
scrunchie.
ring, Magda Rojas still has it.
As your scrunchie?
Because my sister saw her in New York. Magda's been married and kids, and they got divorced and the whole night. She
She has
still
a pin
has
or a
it.
ring?
What?
She has your ring?
She has my ring.
My mom has a chest full of rings.
Wow.
Your mom has a chest full of what kind of rings?
Promise rings.
That's what they were calling the
I know. So I think you and my mom must know each other.
She may have my ring.
They're up in my closet, and I opened up this jewelry box, and there were like lines of diamondy looking rings.
But I don't get it because my sister's so mad that she says my brother would like his junior high school ring back.
That's very cute.
It's a red stone ring. And she said to Mimi, no.
She's keeping it.
She said no, but why would you keep my ring?
I think for now we got to go in there.
I have necklaces from ex-boyfriends that they used to give me. I don't wear them. But, like, what do you do with it?
You have necklaces?
Yeah, when I was in high school,
People give you
boyfriends used to, like, give you a
necklaces?
necklace with a little heart on it or something.
A necklace?
I have necklaces from Zach, and then, like, when we were in high school, the trend was, like, those string bracelets. Like, you make those bracelets.
Oh, yeah,
out of
those friendship
string.
bracelets.
Yeah. And so I made him, like, 1 or 2, and he wore them for years.
So let me get this right. When you get engaged and you give the woman the ring, and the guy usually gives the woman the ring, right? It's the way it still works?
Yeah.
Because who knows nowadays?
Yep.
So you get a ring, and you get married, so you get 2 rings, right? Yeah. And every year in my life, unfortunately, the what do you call that? Not the engagement ring, the other ring.
The wedding band?
The band was a round diamond thing, and every year for an anniversary gift, I made the stones bigger.
Every year?
Every year. I'm telling you, Michelle had a ring that would choke a horse. And so when you get divorced, you're not supposed to get it back. Why is that?
This is the gift that keeps on giving.
Wow.
Well,
I
why
never
is
heard of that.
You never heard of that?
No.
Well, that's going to be the cliffhanger for today. Because I want to understand why guys
You don't give
get
the
it
rings back.
Why? Maybe you don't get the rings back.
It's an investment policy
For who?
for us.
Oh, so this is a woman thing.
Yeah. Just in case you need
You
that.
don't even sell it and split the proceeds?
You
which
may
is why I
sell it and
suggest-
keep the proceeds, but not split the
No,
proceeds.
No, like hey, how are you? You
Oh,
sell.
look who's here. I'm
you
so
s-
excited.
You sell the ring, and you take the money. I wanted to split it in half for Gio to have and Freddie to have a bank account. And they told me no. How can you tell me no? Like Magda, I can't have my junior high school ring back either. What the hell? This is why no more jewelry.
No more jewelry for you.
Done with it.
I was going to say I miss you. All right, everyone, have a great morning. Stay tuned. We've got, I think, no pun intended, with Vinny coming up at 10.
I don't know. Are we doing that today? I have no idea.
10:30, we might have the weekly tea with Dina, because I think she's over there.
She's
I'm not
here.
sure. We got a lot of mites, and we got Fuego, and then 12 o'clock. So stay tuned, everyone. Be kind to each other. We'll see you in a few.
Thank you for playing along. Don't be late. See you tomorrow. I'll see you later.
That was a lot of stories that almost came out.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save her. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors.